Hi, so today's video I'm going to be sharing with you tips that I have and that I use myself when it comes to contouring. So the last video I did was about concealer. So today is going to be all about contouring. Okay, so when it comes to contouring for your makeup, it's really optional. You don't have to contour if you do not want to. Okay, so when it comes to contouring, you can use several different products to contour with. So you can use a liquid foundation that is like 2 shades darker than your foundation color, 2 to 3 shades darker. You can use a stick foundation. And you can also use a pressed powder. So you can use a pressed powder to contour if you just want to do like a light powder contour. But you can also use the pressed powder to set the liquid or the cream foundation. So you can also use a darker shade concealer. This is my favorite one to use. It is from Black Radiance. It's a HD corrector concealer, and this one is in the shade dark. This is my favorite one to use, so I'm going to use this one today. Okay, so when you're buying your concealers, you can always find one that is lighter and one that is darker. So you can highlight with this lighter one and then you can contour with this darker one. So when I look for concealers or look for makeup, I'm looking for something that I can highlight with and then that I can contour with. So I'm going to be using this darker shade concealer to contour with. This one is from Black Radiance. It's the HD Corrector, True Complexion HD Corrector Concealer in the shade dark. This is my favorite one to use, so I'm going to use this one. And also to blend it out, I'm going to use this e.l.f. stipple brush. This is a small stipple brush from e.l.f. And this is my favorite thing to blend out my contour with, so I'm going to use this for today. So you can also use a wet beauty sponge to blend out your contour. I would use the bottom half of this to blend out my contour if I wanted to. But today I'm just going to use the e.l.f. stipple brush. I feel like this one is good for beginners too because you don't have to do like a lot of blending with this stipple brush. Okay, so when I'm contouring, I just focus more so like on my cheeks. So everybody has a cheekbone, so you just want to find where your cheekbone is. So I'm going to do like a small line right here. You never want to go up above your cheekbone because then it'll be like interrupting your concealer too, and you never want to go below your cheekbone. So it's always like somewhere in the middle of your ear where you want to contour. But of course you want to go according to your face shape. So I'm going to put mine right here. And then I'm going to take my stipple brush and I'm just going to blend this out. And I'm using like small circular motions, and I'm making sure I don't go up. So I'm kind of going like in a curve too, like blending in a curve. So you don't want to drag the darker contour concealer down if you plan on using like a cream contour or like a liquid contour. And you do not want to drag your contour all the way down. Like for my facial shape, I would never drag it all the way down like towards my mouth. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So if you want to, you can contour your forehead. I mean, you can put like a little bit of concealer up here. I don't really contour my forehead, but I'm just gonna do it for this video. So you can also contour below your jawbone too, but I don't do that. I feel like I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to do that for this video. So I'm going to take the excess product that's on the brush and then I'm going to take it on the bridge of my nose and kind of bring it up towards my eyebrow. I'm not going to bring the contour all the way down because I don't want to contour my nose, so I'm just going to take it up on the bridge of my nose and bring it up towards my eyebrow. So next I'm going to set my contour using this pressed powder. This is a pressed foundation powder. You can also use a bronzer also too. So a bronzer is just basically a pressed powder with like shimmer in it. I've used a bronzer before too to contour my face with, but today I'm just going to use this because I use a cream product. So I want to set the cream with a powder. So I'm going to use something that's closer to the shade of the concealer that I use, the darker shade concealer that I use to contour with. So you just want to set everywhere that you put the darker shade concealer to contour with. Okay, so next to further blend out my contour, I'm going to use this pressed powder that's closer to my foundation shade. It's a little bit lighter than my foundation shade, but I'm going to use this to go over the contour to blend it out some more. So after you contour, if you want to add blush, you would add your blush right above your contour. And then if you want to highlight, you would add the highlight above the blush. So it's highlight, blush, and then contour. Okay, so next I'm going to spray my face with a makeup setting spray. This is a really moisturizing one from Wet n Wild. This is the Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water Prep Set and Refresh. I'm going to use this one to help all the powders that I use settle into my face so everything can blend in together. So I'm going to spray my face real quick. Then I'm going to use this damp beauty sponge. I'm going to use the bottom of it. This is what I used in the concealer video. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did in that last part and just dab this like all over my face. So those are my tips on contouring. So let's zoom in on the contour.